I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me and he talks with me and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there none other has ever known. Harvested all of the food out of the greenhouse. Check. Pulled up the remnants to go into the compost. Check. Getting ready to take these two little children home, but we're going to stop at Wendy's and get them lunch. And that'll be checked. And the last of the tomatoes, Brian, you want to hold them up? The last of the tomatoes in the greenhouse.
Brian took the rest of them.
She took some too? Yeah. Okay, thank you, Brian.
Welcome.
I am standing outside of the greenhouse. I have part of the shade cloth up because this bed right here is empty. I want to share something with you. You see those little clumps right there and there and there and over there and there? That's society garlic. I thought I would put it at the back of that bed to keep or deter insects from coming in on this line where my neighbor and I share. Now, look over here. You don't see any society garlic right here. This is exactly the spot that Bria found the hornworm. I had 2 tomato plants growing there and 1 pepper plant. The hornworm was eating off of the pepper plant and not the tomatoes. The tomato plants got so large that they overshadowed the pepper plant, and I didn't realize that the pepper plant was being eaten alive by that nasty hornworm. So what are you trying to say, Lady Cheryl? I'm trying to say that the hornworm didn't get fat over here where the society garlic was, or in my garden beds over here where you see the society garlic is so plentiful that it looks like pampas grass. But that's just where it multiplied during the winter and spring. So I'm going to divide these big clumps. If you look close right here, you'll see several stalks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm going to remove 3 of them. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to remove half of that. Okay? I'm going to do this all around here in the fall. And then I'm going to take it and I'll put it here. I'm going to divide some of that. I'm going to put it all around these beds. So these 2 beds, this one and this one, so that I can deter hornworms as well as other insects. Another thing I want to share with you, even if you're not growing anything, you still have living organisms in your garden beds. Let me go back out. That's better. You still have earthworms and beneficial nematodes, okay, in these beds. Still water them. They need to survive until you're ready to plant again, okay? So I'm going to use this opportunity to take all these bricks up and put cinder blocks, which are concrete blocks now. They don't have cinder ash in it anymore. I ordered a lot of them, and I'm going to go all the way down here with these blocks, and then I'll share that with you later on. Okay, let me show you where my stash is, if I haven't already. This is where I got my stash of concrete blocks. I have my landscaper to put them all along in here so that I can use them over there when the time is right. I was getting ready to water this bed and I said, wait a minute, let me videotape this so I can show you guys how pretty this okra is growing. It's doing really well. 2 eggplants at each corner and then okra straight down the middle. Let me back out. Yeah, that is really looking good. It's put on more leaves since I planted it. And let's see, I don't see any marigolds coming up yet, but they will. Oh, there's one right there. See right there? They'll be up in a day or two. Okay, just want to share that with you. Okra grows very well in the summer heat. All of my okra germinated. I'm going to let them get some sun this morning, but I'm going to have to shade them this afternoon because it's supposed to be close to 100 degrees. And you know what that means. Yes, they can fry, and the heat index will be over 100 degrees. You can look right there. That one's coming through. Yeah, so they all germinated. 100% germination rate. And this is free food because you all know I save seeds. Saving seeds is like printing your own money. Now, okra seeds generally would germinate between 2 and 12 days. Now, mine germinated quickly in 2 days because it's extremely hot right now. Okay? So, if you're starting it in a lower climate or a lower garden zone than 8A, it may take you a little bit longer. But you can grow this okra very well in extreme heat until the first frost. That would kill it. So I'm going to be growing this okra for quite a while because, as you know, I grow all year round. So I'll be growing this okra July, August, September, and even October. What a difference a few days make with okra seedlings. Looking good. I bagged up a few of my biggest apples, and I'll let Brian and Bria bag the rest of them up when they come over tomorrow. Hey guys, this is my Mexican petunia. It's finally making an appearance. It usually start blooming the end of March, but the weather patterns are all off this year, and we're just beginning to see them. Brian noticed it. And Brian, look, there's another one right over there. See, right in the middle of the coneflowers.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, Bria sees it too. We just want to share with you that sometimes you just have to be patient. Yes, Bria, that is it. Yeah. Okay, guys, we got a change of plans. We have decided that we are going to... What is that, Brian? What are you doing? The dap?
Yeah, a dab. That's what it is.
Ooh, it's a bee flew around me.
It's a Fortnite dance.
But anyway, we decided that we are going to make this bed look much better in here. And we're going to narrow it because I'm downsizing. But I want you all to know that this area, let me go back out, was on an incline, and it took us years to build this up. It used to flood in here. And since the pavers are already here, we know that this is not going to be a perfect rectangle. You can see it veering off already. So we're going to have to trench that out the best we can and just butt the concrete, just a minute, Bria, butt the concrete up against the walkway. Okay? So I know it'll be better if I was to pay somebody to come in here and smooth it all out, blah, 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 blah. But I can't afford to do that. So I'm doing the best I can with what I have. And I'm not going to make it a long, drawn-out video, but I'll come back and show you the end results. Okay? Bria, you wanted to say something?
Look at this. I put up a roof.
Okay. Bring it closer, Bria. Bria wants you all to know that she has learned to pull up weeds by the roots. And I always brag on them and tell them what a good job that they're doing. Because they can't just break it off right there. It will grow right back.
And I have a cup fist.
Okay. All right. And you have a cup fist? Okay. And show them what you're doing with that cup, Brian.
Yeah. I'm using my cup. Where's my cup?
Let me see if I can show you. He's getting that excess soil out of there, guys.
Here's my cup.
That's good garden soil.
Here's my
and
cup.
we're pouring it on top here because we're elevating
Guys,
this bed
could you see
up.
my cup?
Yeah, Bria, they see you. And then we're going to put another concrete block right here. So he has to go down and get some of that soil up so it can be kind of level. It's not going to be perfect, but for a 6-year-old child and a 8-year-old child that will soon be 9, and I will be 67 in a few weeks, I think we're doing okay. Don't you think so, Bria?
You're my mom's mom.
Right. Okay, guys, we'll show you the rest of this garden bed in another video. Okay, guys, we just want to show you this part. We close this area in right here, and it's a little off, but it's okay. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. And we can't put another little brick here because we can't take this whole floor up. I mean, I'm just not doing that. It's not like it's inside my home. I would definitely take it up if it was something like that. But for the greenhouse, it'll work. It's okay.
We'll put not the end of the world.
End of the world?
Yeah,
if you don't have the straight floor in the greenhouse?
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Right. So that's it for today. It's about 10 o'clock. It's starting to get a little warm. And we're not going to work anymore in the heat. We're going to go in, and it's Sunday, and we're going to eat lunch. And I made a peach cobbler for dessert, and we're going to have some fun.
Yeah!
And then your mom and dad are having dinner for us at 4 o'clock. So you get a chance to just relax for the rest of the day. Okay, guys, it's Monday morning. I am back working in the greenhouse on the garden bed. As you can see, I put 2 more blocks down and 1 cap. And I'm taking this little dolly right here that I bought a couple years ago. And I put 2 heavy concrete bricks on them and 2 caps at a time. And this can hold 350 pounds. These are very heavy. So I take my dolly and I wheel it as close as I can to the site over there. And I'm a little winded because, oh man, hold on guys. Look, I'm gonna show you something. Okay, it flew away, but you see that apple? Let me lift this up. See that apple right there? Just saw a bird eating on it. And that owl didn't deter it. And I moved it again today. And I could tell that they had been messing with it yesterday. So I'm gonna bag all of these apples up today. Because I couldn't get here close enough for you to see it, but you can see. I mean, go in zoomer. You see that apple been eaten all out of? Yeah, so I gotta bag all of these apples up today. That would deter them. They can get through that organza bag, but at least it would deter them. So that's cricket, but it's as straight as I can make it. And I'm proud of myself. And I think I need to put 2 more big concrete blocks and 2 more tops. And I think I'm going to shorten this bed. It probably can take 3, but I'm downsizing, guys. And it's so hard to turn that corner right there when I'm putting my trees in for the winter. So I think I'm going to put 2 blocks right in here and then turn the corner. Okay? And right now I'm getting ready to take a break. I'm going to try to cut this with 1 hand. Oh, shoot. I want you to see how juicy that is. Look like something got in there. Let you see how juicy that is. Ooh-wee. It's delicious, guys. It's so sweet. I took this one because it looked like a worm or something was trying to get in it. Let me see if I can get that out and put this down. You see that? That was a worm, just like I suspected. Those little pinholes, you have to be careful. See it moving around? I'm going to spray neem oil on my tree today. Try to kill these. Maybe I'll do BT because that's really good for worms. So, I won't eat that part. This part is delicious. And this part, well, I learned a valuable lesson because this sun-glow nectarine tree was loaded with fruit, and through our rainy season, it dropped a lot of it. But I got comfortable and I thought everything was okay. But then I realized I started seeing the little pinholes in my fruit, and that is an indicator that an insect or worm, whatever, is trying to penetrate it. So don't get too comfortable. And after your fruit forms, you still need to have a regular regimen of spraying your tree. And you guys know that I'm organic, so I spray with neem oil and water. And I'm going to do BT because BT is an organic product. And next year, I'll know. Don't get comfortable. So Brian and Bria are bagging the apples. Make sure you pull the strings tight, Brian, because some of yours look a little loose. Good job, Bria. Make sure they're tight.
I'm getting these bags where I put them in there.
That's a good, smart idea, Bria.
So I don't have to pull them.
Right.
Which, I don't see any apple.
You can go around to the other side.
Okay. Blind side?
Here's one right here, Bria. See where my finger is pointing? There's one right there.
Right over here.
Yes. Examine the apple.
I need to
Make sure there are no marks or worms or holes. There's one right there. Can you reach that one, Brian?
Yep.
You can pull the branch down if you have to.
We're doing good.
Squeeze in opposite directions. Pull opposite direction. Don't break the apple. Very good, Brian. Very good. Okay. Look like you all got them all. Okay, do you see any more apples? Look very close.
But up there,
It's a
yes.
pretty apple right there, those two.
I see baby apples up. Wait, I feel rain.
Okay, good. It's supposed to rain. A few drops are coming down. Good. I don't see any apples way up there. And if it's some way up there, they can get them. Okay. These trees are going to be pruned shorter in the fall.
Wait, I don't have any more bags.
You see the bags right here, Brian. Do you want me to hand them to you? Want me to hand them to you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're doing a good job. Bria, get the smaller ones down at the bottom so you won't reach so hard, and that way they won't fall off. Any more down there on the bottom?
No.
Okay, I tell you what you can do, Bria. Look at the apple tree behind you.
Oh.
You can get over there or over here, but get the ones at the bottom. Brian will get the middle and I'll get the top. Brian, I'll get those. Brian, I'll get those because I don't want you to make them fall. Do you see any more in the middle? Okay, then you want to go right behind you. Not the pear tree. It's loaded with pears, guys. Let me go closer so you can see it. There's a lot of pears and they're changing colors. So I'm going to bag those up as well because when they start changing colors, that means they're getting softer.
Oh, I got a bag. Then I'll use these bags I found.
Don't be rough with them. Be gentle. Good job, Brian. Bria, take the lower branches, okay? You need more bags?
Yeah.
Here you go, Betty.
I need a little bit more bags than Mama.
Give Bria some of those bags, Brian.
That's way so much.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's work fast, guys. It's getting ready to rain. And we felt a few drops.
I'm putting all these in my pocket. Hold on.
Where you going, Bria? Come back over here.
I'm putting this on my pocket.
I know, but go right here and get these apples right here.
Okay.
See my finger? Get those apples. And don't forget, anything that has a spot on it or look like a worm got in it, do not bag it up. And by the way, guys, these are echinacea coneflowers, and I'm going to be saving all of these seeds. Okay, I'm not going to film anymore. I'll come back and let you see the end result. Brian, how to bring the branch toward him.
And one looks like a booty.
Don't say that word, Bria. Thank you.
Okay.
But it does look like a booty. Okay, show it to him. Go bring it down, Brian, so I can come in closer and show it to him.
Yeah, this one right
Bring
here.
it down. Bring it down. Yeah, it kind of looks like a little behind. Okay, so here we are at the Kiefer pear, and we bagged them up pretty good. And I noticed over here 2 branches crossed, and it's too late for me to uncross them. I'll lose some pears. Next year I'll take care of that. Okay. The pear tree has a lot of more pears up there. If they're too high, I may get on the ladder, but I doubt it. Maybe when my son comes over, I'll have him. We found a hornworm in the greenhouse by the pepper plant.
I'm gonna hold it.
While we were pulling up some tomato plants.
That's Brian's
That's one that got by us.
That's Brian's hand. I wanna hold it.
You want to hold it? Put it in her hand, Brian. She wants to hold it. See, she found it.
It's acting like it's dead.
But it's not, is it? Watch when you flip it over, it'll start moving. See? It's not dead.
We're just faking. It's scared right
Thank you for watching this video. You know that I love you and God loves you too. We will bring you part 2 of the makeover of the greenhouse in another video very soon. Please remember, grow your own, eat your own. It's not hard. You could do it.